What's the dumbest thing you've done in your 20s?
Decided against contributing to my company's matching 401k. Cost me hundreds of thousands of dollars.
This can't be stressed enough. If your company is matching 401k contributions, the single best thing you can do is contribute up to their match. That is an instant 100% return on your investment. Social Security benefits will not be enough for you to retire comfortably. And when you're over 50, it gets real tough to find work that pays more than minimum wage. Make saving a priority now. The sooner the better, because it is a cruel world for unprepared retirees.
Summary: take free money.
Everyone wants to hear about dumb stuff like driving 8 hours to get with someone you liked, only for it to end up being a booty call. However, I personally think it was my general lack of effort to build any good habits like exercise. Your body likes routines, and my routine of gaming for 15 hours a day was not one I should have cultivated.
This is such an important one. I'm 25, have wasted the last 8 years of my life being a typical Asian young adult, focusing solely on education and career instead of doing more to take care of my fitness and mental well-being. My culture brainwashed me into thinking of it as a good thing to sit at my desk and study for 6 hours straight instead of building a good habit of eating a balanced meal and exercising every day. Paying for that mistake now.
Bruh, 25 is fine for that change. I'm in my late 30s and had stopped any sportive activity in my 20s. Early 30s, I spiraled into a major depression and basically didn't move at all for like 5 years. 3 years ago, I got better mentally. 2 years ago, I finally got myself to work out again after a solid year of aches and pains, because turns our bodies like moving and dislike not moving for years. I gained about 15 kg of weight since then, and my general fitness, strength, and well-being has never been better. I'm still ways of where I want to be, but I'm proud of how far I've come. And if I can still make those gains with nearly 40, you can definitely do it in your 20s.
I'm 25 too, and just got into exercising last year. I'm now starting to see real changes. You've got this.
Not look after my teeth.
Same. Mine are fucked. Biggest regret.
Second best time is now. Start taking care of them and get into the dentist, a dental school even for free cleaning and checkups.
Worked way too hard and burnt out. Sacrificed family time. Sacrificed health. Need to pace yourself at the age of 20-30.
This is me right now. 29 and totally burned out. I refuse to pace myself even with my chronic illness. I refuse to address my traumas because I'm a functional member of society. So why would I seek a therapist? And I refuse to say no to things because I was afraid people would dislike me. Last year, I slowly started collapsing under all that. Things I repressed wouldn't stay repressed and cause nightmares. I had constant panic attacks when I got home from work and eventually bordered on agoraphobia, where I would try and flee the grocery store because everyone can see you are feeling unwell and is judging you, and started making excuses to work from home because the office would overwhelm me. I really wish I started addressing stuff sooner. I tire so easily now and am constantly anxious about not being productive enough now I'm at home.
Which is super counterproductive when your body is saying you slow down. Please go find a nice hobby and relax.
I wanted to say so many things, but I read someone forgot to eat pizza in Italy. All of a sudden, my dumbest thing wasn't so dumb. It even cured my depression. Thanks for all the upvotes and awards, guys.
Yeah, that one got to me. Hug you, kids, y'all. The world is a dark and tragic place.
Beg to be loved.
I'm still in my early 20s and I feel like this is what I've been doing. The worst part is that other people are good at detecting desperation, so they move away from you, which just hurts more. Moved in with a girlfriend before finding out more about her preferences. We had been dating for a year, but I didn't realize how much of a problem she had sharing until we lived together. We did for 5 years and never shared a bedroom, had everything split down the middle, including the pantry and fridge, Even when it came to spices, she insisted on me getting my own. She hated it when I would be in the same room as her unless it was under her terms. Whenever I asked to make our relationship more of a shared experience, I was gaslit into believing I was wrong for not allowing boundaries. She moved out a month ago, and I couldn't believe how quickly my mental health improved simply by not having that toxic influence around anymore.
I think you just had a roommate, bro.
Pretty much. Just a roommate that would sparingly fuck me, lol. I took powerlifting way too seriously. I spent 7 years in gyms for hours every day, skipping every social occasion and holiday. I didn't get as strong as I wanted to. I just got all sorts of physical issues to deal with for the rest of my life now.
One of my friends has that going on. Joint issues, hernias, etc.
Oh, for sure. I can't ride a bicycle anymore due to knee pain. I have tendinitis in both elbows. My shoulder hurts because everything from my middle back to my chest is super tight. And all that to barely get halfway to a world record, lol. I can't even say it was fun. Took a $12,000 loan to buy a motorcycle. Didn't want to pay for comprehensive insurance. Bike got stolen 4 months later.
I'm surprised you were able to get a loan without compensation insurance on it. I've never had an option when purchasing a car on loan before.
Fell into a debilitating drug addiction. I have 26 months sober on the 5th.
Keep it up.
Not getting help for my depression sooner. Spent the entire first half of my 20s in the darkest place I can imagine, and all I needed to feel better was some meds once a day.
I got diagnosed bipolar 1 when I was 33. I immediately did some research on it and could only think, well, son of a bitch. I was absolutely bipolar.
I was diagnosed with 2 when I was 21. Unfortunately, it took 6 goddamn years to find effective meds.
I was hopelessly addicted to heroin. That led to lots of shenanigans. Robbing summer rentals in the winter was probably the worst of it. I was eventually caught and served time. 14 years clean and living an extremely normal life now.
Congrats on getting your life together. Got into a half-hearted relationship and wasted 3 years of my life.
My 1922 could have been so much better. I feel ya, bud.
Hey, I wasn't in a relationship, and I wasted 3 years anyway. Sometimes your 20s are just like that.
Only 3? That is pretty good.
Seriously. I did 7 years with someone and certainly had some good times, but mainly was sticking with it because it was easy, and I thought I was supposed to because it was my first real relationship. Thankfully, we both came to our senses before the wedding happened. But I still look back at ages 21, 28 and wonder about what I potentially would have been doing with my life. Not studying properly. At the time, studying for 7 years seemed like a lifetime. But now at 30, I wish I had done it. Don't have the money or flexibility to do it now. Edit. Thanks for all the upvotes.
When I was 22, I thought finishing a degree by 26 would have been way too old and a lifetime away, so I did a 2-year diploma and started working at 24. I finished my degree when I was 32 and thought that wasn't too old. Wish I had just buckled down and finished sooner. But at the same time, we all take different paths.
Drank my way through my entire 20s. After 25, it wasn't really fun anymore, but that didn't stop me. Drank for another 5 years. My 20s are a total blur, splattered with some fun times here and there. But mostly just me running away from things with alcohol. Almost 17 years later, and not one drop. My 30s and 40s are exceptional better.
I'm 31 and considering giving up alcohol too. I feel so much more lively and energetic when I haven't been drinking, and feeling drunk is just kind of overrated. Plus, hangovers just get worse and worse as you get older, and mine tend to come with a gnarly spike in anxiety as well.
You can do it! I gave it up at 30 for the same reasons and didn't pick up a drink for almost 10 years. Now I can have a drink or two while socializing and feel a little bit buzzed. But I'm still able to wake up early with my kid.
drink and drive. A lot. Never got busted. Quite stupid. I am now 5 years sober, unrelated. I say this from the bottom of my heart. There are friends, taxis, Uber, Lyft, etc. Utilize these for yourself.
This.
Or a funeral.
Got married to the wrong woman. Never get married to someone who isn't sure if they love you. That person is damaged and needs space.
I just broke up with someone after being together 7 years. I could tell from the beginning there was something wrong, but I chose to ignore it. I was the one pushing the relationship forward. In the end, she realized she had missed out on going out and partying with friends, and that was it. We never got married or had kids, but it still hurts. But yeah, I could have enjoyed those years and not wasted on someone who didn't love me back the same.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget subscribe and watch our next videos. Bye.